Hello everyone, back tuning in today's first video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. For today's first video, day 10 will take us to around the 8th of October. We'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles, maybe run to around a couple of weeks. And I'll look at 7th speech at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, which will get us into the second half of October, and I shall get on with that for you very shortly. Just say that coming up tonight around 6 o'clock, we're going to have part 2 of the 4th Winter 2020-21 update. So, did part 1 of the 4th Winter update yesterday. We released that yesterday, looking at things like sea surface temperature anomalies, what's happening with Ainso, Eurasian snow cover, and all of that kind of thing. So that was with part 1 yesterday. Part 2 of Winter Update going to be released tonight, and that is going to be focusing on the analogues. We're going to begin our September data for that one. So 6 o'clock, that's when we've got part 2 of the 4th Winter 2020-21 update for you to watch and enjoy. Okay, so before we do anything else, let's have a look at a few pictures then. Of course, we're setting aside Monday's video for your weather pictures. This one from Adam Blunston from Sicily. And I went to Sicily last week, so thank you to Adam for sharing that. Another one from Adam, this time on Adam's flight back home, I think. Okay, let's scroll down then. Jack99 just had a dumping of hail. Looks almost like snow. Look at that. Proper hail covered ground there. I'm not sure where Jack99 is, but definitely looking pretty old wintry there on the 24th of September. Moving on down, so we've got more pictures showing. This one, Dylan, showing clouds over Essex, I think. Nice sort of sunset type picture in Essex. Thank you everybody for sending through your weather pictures to our Discord. This one is from Michael Johnson. Lovely flower pictures there. So the flowers are still there in Michael's garden. Thank you so much to Michael sending that through. That is Cosmos flowers, still providing some nice colour. Right, okay, so I think that's pretty much it for the Discord. Actually, this one, little time-lapse video been sent through by Iceman. As well, so we've got a little time lapse there. I'll just show you a couple of minutes of that. We always love a time lapse at GavsWeatherVids, so thank you, Iceman, for sending through your time lapse of the autumn equinox in Northamptonshire, UK. If you want to see this time lapse, then you can come to the GavsWeatherVids Discord. The link to GavsWeatherVids Discord is in the description with the video at YouTube. But yeah, Iceman took that on the day of the autumn equinox. Big thanks to Iceman for doing that. Got a few more pictures to show you as well. This one sent through by Mark Kniss sent this one through to me. Thank you so much to Mark up in the Wirral, showing that the trees are on the turn. This one also sent through by Mark as well. Mark sent this one through to me, so thank you so much to Mark for sending that one through to me. Very vibrant looking clouds there. This one by Alan Lepee, posted to the comment box at GavsWeatherVids.com yesterday, showing a nice blue sky and beach over in Guernsey. Shiram posted this one to the comment box at GavsWeatherVids this morning as well. Cold morning in Sedgley, I think, where Shiram is. That one's from Richard. Richard sent that one through to me. Sunrise in Redcar. Cold morning up in Redcar too. This one by my good friend Neil Cutler, showing a nice little bit of morning mist on a cold late September morning in the West Midlands. And this one from Brian Mack, posted to the comment box at GavsWeatherVids.com yesterday, showing Kipper, Brian's dog Kipper, on the beach over in Northern Ireland, and another one of Kipper looking very, very happy on the beach in Northern Ireland yesterday. Thank you so much to everybody for sharing their weather pictures with us. If you'd like to have your weather pictures featured within the videos, and you can post them to the comment box at GavsWeatherVids.com or to GavsWeatherVids Discord. You can email them to us at GavsWeatherVids@gmail.com, or you can share them with us on our Facebook and Twitter pages. And we're going to show some of those pictures every Monday at the start of Monday's 10 to 14 day weather video. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, okay, so this is our central temperature is currently looking. It's coming down very quickly now. So the CET for September 2020 currently stands at 14.6, an anomaly of just under 1 degree below average. That is provisional to yesterday, the 27th of September. So that's come down by like half a degree, really, since Friday, over half a degree since Friday. That's a big drop in CET in a short space of time for the end of the month, and it's going to come down a little bit more than that, I think. I don't know what sort of downwards correction we're going to get, but I would imagine we're going to finish up now somewhere perhaps around 14.3, maybe something like that. But yeah, it's going to tick down a little bit more, I think, and it's not going to be too far from average, really. It's just going to be a little bit above average, probably around half a degree above average. So you're going to finish up slightly above average, but not excessively so. Bit of a surprise given how hot it was, earlier on in the month. But we have had some very chilly nights, of course, haven't we? Had some really, really chilly nights over the past few. Unsettled weather is on the way, so these are the 500 millibar high anomaly flow charts from Penn State University for the next week to 10 days, with the ECMWF on the top and the GFS, which we're going to have a look at in a moment, on the bottom. So blue is extrapolated to below average heights, which is low pressure, yellow, orange and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. Look at this, we've got blocking with the ECM within the northern latitudes, high pressure within the northern latitudes. We're in a deep area of below average heights, low pressure is underneath that blocking, with the jet stream pushed southwards as well. So we're going on to the cool side of the jet, and we're underneath a trough of low pressure, looking very cool and very unsettled there with the ECM in the 7 to 10 day time frame, which gets us to around the 8th of October. This is the GFS. This one also looks pretty unsettled as well, with below average heights to our east, blocking up to the north, bit of a mid-Atlantic ridge out to our west. So that's trying to turn a little bit more settled, trying to turn things a little bit more settled, but generally that is still quite unsettled, with low pressure dominating, looking quite cool and quite mixed with that one. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. Looking at Belfast today. So the red line is a 30-year upper air temperature average for Belfast, and you can see that we're starting off slightly above average at the moment, actually, but temperature is going to be on the slide over the coming few days. It is going to be getting ever cooler in the coming days. So then as we go into the second week of October, again, just generally looking quite cool to near normal with the temperature. No sign of anything excessively warm coming up. More dramatic is the rainfall, though. So still a couple of drier days, though there's a little bit of patchy rain around today, but really today, tomorrow is a little bit drier. But as we go from Wednesday right way through to the end of the week and into the weekend, very unsettled then. Very unsettled with big rainfall spikes for Belfast. It could be indicative of many parts of the country over the second half of the week and over the weekend. Into next week, it does begin to go drier through into the second week of October. Not as wet, but even then there are considerable levels of precipitation around. So this first half of October, it continues to look as it has been, which is really quite unsettled with a fair amount of rain to come. Temperature anomalies on the 28th of September to 6th of October, going to be a bit cooler than average, below average temperatures in the weekend. Rainfall anomalies from the 28th of September to the 6th of October are looking wetter than average. I thought these would trend wetter, and indeed they have. So cool and wet, really, through the first week of October. This is the latest wind flow map from earthnorthschool.net showing that we have lost the northerly. So the northerly that gave us those very cold temperatures, like at the end of last week into weekend, may have gone, and winds are turning now into the west. The only problem with that, it is bringing slightly less cold air in off the Atlantic, but the only problem with that is that it's also going to be bringing rain-bearing weather fronts and areas of low pressure. So increasingly unsettled with westerly winds and low pressure dominating from off the Atlantic in the coming days. Let's have a UK Met is looking for Thursday. So Wednesday to Thursday, bring an area of low pressure in from off the Atlantic. That bring a band of rain with it, and then just increasingly unsettled. Look at this, increasingly unsettled as we move into a weekend. That is a very nasty area of low pressure that's moving up from France at midnight on the 3rd of October, Saturday the 3rd of October. That will be bringing lots of heavy rain with it. The central pressure with that is going down to around 970 millibars, I think. We stay really cool and wet as we go up to Sunday the 4th of October. Very unsettled then. This other GFS is looking for Thursday. Again, low pressure is dominating, bringing showers or longer spells of rain. And we keep low pressure, particularly to the south of the country, as we go into the weekend. So yeah, really wet across the southern half of the country. Drier, though, up in the north. Into the early part of next week, again, it's unsettled with low pressure beginning to move in from off the Atlantic. We'll continue to move in from off the Atlantic, so further spells of rain or showers as we get up to day 10, which is Thursday the 8th of October. A little bit of a change with this GFS run after that. Turns us into high pressure as we go into the 2nd week of October. So all change again. The Saturday the 10th of October, under 1040 millibar area of high pressure then, bringing much drier conditions back to the country. I'm not sure about that. That's a very big change of what the GFS has been showing up to this point, so I'm unsure about that, but it's possible that 2nd week of October might swing back to high pressure again. We'll just have to wait and see. Up to then, though, looking really unsettled. GM looks like that. So again, low pressure dominates on Thursday, bringing showers, if not longer spells of rain with it. More heavy rain piling up from the south from Friday into Saturday, with that area of low pressure gradually meandering its way northwards. So the weekend is looking very unsettled indeed, with a lot of low pressure in control. And into the early part of next week, we just keep more areas of low pressure piling in from off the Atlantic, if not showers, if not showers or longer spells of rain with it. And then the ECM looks like that again, unsettled on Thursday, with a band of rain coming in from off the Atlantic, and more low pressure dominates from Friday through to Saturday. Again, the detail on these rain bands due to be determined, so it's a little way off. It's uncertain in terms of the detail, but what we can say is that there's going to be a lot of heavy rain around at the end of the week and into weekend, and where and who gets wet weather is to be determined, but expect quite a bit of rain at the end of the week and into weekend. That's Monday 5th of October, week today. Deep area of low pressure top of the country. That's a bit of a dartboard with not only heavy rain but also strong to gale force winds mixed in with that as well. As you head up towards day 10, again low pressure continues to pile in from off the Atlantic, being further bouts of rain with it, and really unsettled up to day 10, which is Thursday the 8th of October. This is a rainfall forecast based on that ECM run from Meteo.com. So a little bit of showy rain around today, but actually today and tomorrow going to be quite a bit of dry weather. But as you go through into Wednesday, in comes the rain, bouts of rain moving in off the Atlantic from Wednesday. We just keep the weather turning increasingly unsettled then as we move on into the end of week and into weekend as well. Look at these areas of rain, some of it quite heavy, maybe in torrential, rotating around the low pressure. So yeah, it's a case of showers or longer spells of rain at the end of the week and into weekend, and even into start of next week too. Up to day 10, that's how we're looking. The next batch of rain is waiting in wings there across southwest at day 10, which is the 8th of October. Unsettled weather continues. These are the optional. This is the option we've got on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10, which gets us to the 8th of October. 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles, all of them placing a large area of low pressure over top of the country, blocking to our north. Jet stream is pushed south, so cool and wet at day 10 with all members of the ECM ensembles, low pressure in control. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. This gets us to the 13th of October. We have 19 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure over into the east of the country, blocking away to the northwest. Jet stream is pushed southwards. Winds are coming in from the north to northeast direction. They're going to be cool and unsettled. 17 with a ridge over and just to the west of the country. Quite a bit of dry weather in with that one, but will be quite cool as winds are pulling down from the north to northeast. And then 15, again, low pressure over top of the country, mid-Atlantic ridge going up to northern blocking. That's going to be cool and wet with that option. Cool and wet with that option. In 2 weeks' time, oh, that is 2 weeks' time, I should say. So, the majority of ECM ensembles in 2 weeks' time are looking unsettled, actually. 19 there with 15 there with low pressure in control. We do have a minority option of 17 here, but a drier with high pressure out to west in 2 weeks' time. But that's going to be, that means more settled. That is going to be cool as well. That one will be cool as well. Finally, CFSV2, so these are 500 millibar heights broken down to weekly periods. The first weekly period is going to take us from the 28th of September to 4th of October. Coming week looks unsettled, low pressure in control of the weather in the week ahead. Week 2 is looking like that. It's going to be the 5th to the 11th of October. Again, deep low pressure over the top of the country. So that one also is going to be very cool and very unsettled too. Week 3 is going to be the 12th to the 18th of October. Again, low pressure dominates, low pressure holds sway, so this is looking like a very unsettled and potentially really wet October, if this is right. And even into week 4, still looking very unsettled even then. That's the 19th, 25th of October, still with low pressure over to west of the country. Winds are in from a westerly direction, still Atlantic driven, still wet with bouts of rain in from off the Atlantic. Temperature anomalies in the week ahead from the 28th of September to 4th of October are cooler than average. Going to be a cool week coming up. Week 2 temperature anomaly from the 5th to the 11th of October is also going to be cooler than average. Week 3 temperature anomaly, which takes us from the 12th to the 18th of October, that one is below average as well. Bit of a change from week 4. This is the 19th to the 25th of October. That one goes just a little bit warm, a little bit less cold in that week. Rainfall anomaly is finally week 1 rainfall anomaly from the 28th of September to 4th of October is wetter than average. Week 2 rainfall anomaly from the 5th to the 11th of October, also slightly wetter than average in that week. Week 3 rainfall anomaly from the 12th to the 18th of October is also wetter than average, particularly so for England and Wales. And week 4 rounds it all off, 19th, 25th of October is coming out wetter than average in that week as well. So, despite the GFS extended showing high pressure setting up between days 10 to 15 this morning, everything else is really pointing to not only a very unsettled sort of first week of October, but possibly a very unsettled first half of October, and maybe even unsettled even into the second half of October as well. So this could be shaping up to be a really unsettled and potentially quite wet October that we've got coming up, particularly so in the first half of the month. And that idea from the GFS 6Z to build up high pressure between days 10 to 14 does look a little bit isolated, I have to say, with a lot of the model output actually looking really quite unsettled at this point. We shall see, but definitely we've got some heavy rain to come, and we'll be keeping you updated on that in the next few days. So if you like dry weather in the autumn, then make the most of, like today, there is a little bit of shower rain around even today, but make the most of today and tomorrow, because from Wednesday the deluge is on, and we're going to have a lot of heavy rain from Wednesday right way through to the weekend, and probably into next week too. We'll be back later on with part 2 of the 4th Winter 2020-21 update. That's going to be released at 6 PM this evening. I shall get that video onto Winter Updates page tomorrow morning with a written summary to go with it as well. So that's at 6 o'clock. For this video, that's all for now though, and thanks for watching.